The epoxy floor guy from Jeffree Star's leaked video is finally speaking out, you guys, and it's not what I expected. I mean, the vibes this guy is putting off is like crazy. So we are gonna dive into this video. He made a video saying we need to stop using his face with Jeffree's for clickbait and clout. Now, we had a lot of speculation about the DMs that were exchanged between Jeffree and epoxy floor guy Tanner, and he's not willing to leak any DMs, but he did give a foggy description of what happened. So let's dive into Tanner's side of the story.
Apparently, y'all just gotta have the answers. I think you know everything. I don't even think a big deal about it. Y'all do this shit way out the water. Y'all bear with me, because I got a lot to say. And I don't fucking do this shit. Just got off work. So you ready for a story time? Just feeling like y'all are so invested in my life. Well, I'm about to fucking give it to you. Now, they don't want me on social media. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna say some shit you don't want to hear. But y'all started fucking disrespecting my name. But you know nothing of it. Well, where it all fucking started was like 4 months ago. I DM'd about 15 celebrities. The only reason he made a roster is because I had this pink color that I wanted to use. And I was like, who the hell is gonna buy this? I'm like, man, that dude's got a nice garage.
So, from the sounds of it, this man is the one who messaged Jeffree Star first. He made his own roster because he had pink epoxy flooring that he wanted to sell, and when he's seen Jeffree, I guess he's seen that he liked pink. So he was DM'd Jeffree. He was one of the 15 people he's alleging that he DM'd. So keep in mind, again, he's not showing any DMs, but this is important information to remember later down the line in this video, you guys, that he did make a roster, then put Jeffree Star on the roster, and then he continued to message Jeffree Star. Let's get on with the rest of the video.
Unclear look a lot better on a fucking nice floor. You know, so why not? And so I sent out the messages, and he ended up replying like 2 months later to show me some examples, Big Daddy. I'm like, alright, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna send my samples. And then
Okay, so now he's saying that Jeffree didn't respond to him or get back to him until about 2 months later, and that's whenever he said, hey, send me some examples. To which he said, okay, well then F it, I'm just going to send some examples. And he's making it sound like Jeffree started this, like, initiated this conversation, like, during this part of his little spill. So, I don't know, I just think that's funny, and that's something else that I want to keep in mind.
he said something, I forget, and he didn't reply for a while. There's another floor that I thought he would like. So I sent to him, he opened it, and I'm not going to say what he said.
Okay, so now he's saying Jeffree Star replied to him, but he just can't remember what he had said. If I would sit down, if I was planning on sitting down to do a video like this where I'm, like, exposing my side of the situation, I think I'd have those DMs on hand so I can, like, actually give the information of what happened, because this is just going to cause more speculation, and I think that's what he wants. But anyway, he's saying Jeffree Star did reply, but he can't remember what he said. So then he said some time passes, and he did another floor, so he sent Jeffree the work, to which he opened it. He did say also that he thought Jeffree Star would like the work. I don't think Jeffree cares about, you know, I don't know, I just think that's weird. That's the last thing I think. If I would do something, floor work, I don't think Jeffree Star would care about it. I don't think I'd be sending him example. I don't know. Just my opinion. Maybe he really wanted to sell his floor to Jeffree Star, and that's why he's, you know, spamming him, his work. And guess what Jeffree Star said in reply? Nothing. Because this guy just can't remember what he said.
Like, what would you do? Dude makes $200 million a year. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm going to go sell the floor. Like, I wasn't surprised. Just expected to work my fucking ass off. Like, I'm a dreamer. Like, I make this shit happen. You know, I manifested that. If you're asking me, why not you? Because maybe you're fucking lazy. You just gotta make it happen.
He really manifested this trip to Jeffree Star's ranch. He said, you just gotta manifest it and make it happen. He's making this video, you guys, and his whole purpose and intention of creating this video and uploading it is to clear his name, to make Jeffree look shady. But the whole thing he's doing here, and mind you, I'm not on Jeffree Star's side. I'm not like a Jeffree Star fan or anything like that, you guys, but I do think it is very funny that he's just making it look worse on himself, that he had a whole roster. Jeffree Star was on the roster. He manifested his trip out to Jeffree's home. Doesn't want to say what Jeffree replied to him with in the DMs, but Jeffree's the creep. Oh, he did film in his home, let's not forget. So let's just keep going with this video.
Y'all calling me a worker? I'm not a worker. I work for myself. I'm a boss. I got workers. They make $5,000 a month.
That's kind of messed up in my opinion. He's like, sorry if you guys hear like the birds in the background right now. I'm outside and it's like a Snow White moment. There's so many creatures around me, but it's kind of messed up that he doesn't want to be called a worker, but then he proceeds to call the people who work for him workers. There's nothing wrong with being a worker. But I just think that like kind of triggered him a little bit. He's like, I'm not a worker, I'm a boss. I have workers. I don't think his employees would be like hyped to hear him say that.
But after the DMs, we're talking whatever bullshit. I'll be real with you. I fucking played it. Don't hate the player, hate the game, dude. Like, if someone hits you up, celebrity, of course you're gonna ride with it.
He said that he played into the conversation. He said, of course, if a celebrity hits you up, you're going to play into the conversation. So, of course, he was messaging Jeffree Star. The thing is, though, you guys, Jeffree, again, did not initiate this conversation. This man spammed him photos of his job until Jeffree decided to give him a little bit of attention and, you know, feed into, like, this work that he's doing.
Like, I don't know who y'all trying to get mad at for going to do something by myself. Y'all worried about me going by myself too? Like, I'm a grown ass man. I can walk in any room. I can do what I want to.
In this part of the clip, he's saying people are mad at him from going by himself to Jeffree's ranch, and I'm sure he's bringing this up because people are mad at him for filming inside of his home, and he was saying that he did it for his safety, his own safety reasons. Anyways, a lot of people are saying, if you felt uncomfortable, why would you even go out there in the first place? And he's trying to say people are mad at him for going out alone, and he's like, well, I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. Okay, fine. I will give you that. You are a grown man, but at the same time, since you are a grown man, you should know you don't have to feed into celebrities just because they're celebrities and they reach out to you after you initiate a conversation with them. Clearly, he wanted this to happen. Let's continue with the video.
I'm not scared of nobody. And y'all just fucking lazy and scared. You can't create a future if you don't take
I have quite a feeling. I don't know if he's like under the influence while he's filming this, but it's kind of everywhere, you guys. He's like rocking a little bit. I don't know. He's giving me pretty uncomfortable vibes right now. It's just my opinion. It's all speculation. I'm not calling him anything. Just to make that clear, it's just giving me a vibe that he might be under the influence of something. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, man, whatever, fucking talking's going good. And then he gives me his number. I text him, and we're just chopping it up. We ended up FaceTiming a few times. And he was going good. He was like, I feel like I've already met you, and you're super cool and all this shit. It was going good. I mean, he seemed pretty chill at first, too. You know?
That seems very tiring if he's building this type of rapport with all of his clients. Why is he FaceTiming multiple times and chopping it up and getting to really know Jeffree Star? I mean, he's just going to be your client. I just don't see the big point of this, you guys. But again, he's trying to defend himself, and this whole thing just seems so much worse now. I mean, there was so much speculation in the beginning that maybe he did just go out there to just do some floor work. Maybe Jeffree really just wanted that epoxy, and you know, some craziness happened. But then now this guy is really just confirming that he is pretty guilty, just as guilty as Jeffree Star, if not in this situation, if this is all true. But he is building a lot of rapport with Jeffree Star. I mean, I don't know why he's FaceTiming him if he's just going to do floor work. FaceTiming him multiple times a day, like, they seem like besties at this point.
For those of y'all that are so freaking interested in this shit, I can't believe I'm sitting here doing this. Yeah, it's going good. We're FaceTiming. Like, you would FaceTime me, like, 3 to 4 times a day. You know, if someone wants to FaceTime me, I'm answering it because they obviously want to talk to me. So why the fuck won't I answer the FaceTime? You'll just, like, call me in the morning, and then call me during work, and then call me
I think it's very shady, very sus that he is saying that he has had all these text messages, all these phone calls with Jeffree Star, but he's still not saying anything. He's still not leading on to anything that Jeffree Star has said during these phone calls. He's just making it seem very casual, but it's not casual. Guys, my best friends, they maybe get a FaceTime once a week because I just don't sit there on the phone like that. But then also, if he's busy working and he is just a client to this epoxy floor guy, why are you answering face calls or FaceTime calls 3 times a day, entertaining them, chopping it up, and all of these conversations? This whole thing just is not making sense to me, and he's pretty much just digging his own hole in the situation.
It's weird too. I don't get it either. I don't know why he did me. But it's going to be over FaceTiming. And then one day we FaceTime for like 30 minutes, just chop it up. And he offers to fly me out. He's like, don't make it weird, but I want to offer to fly you out. I was like,
it really seems like these two were building up quite the relationship. Also, I love that Jeffree's like, hey, don't make it weird. And then here you have all these videos and stuff that Tanner posted.
Go see Wyoming and everything there. We got the plane ticket, got my shit ready, and my girl took me to the airport at the time. And I flew to Houston, then went to Denver, and then you picked me up at the Casper airport. You picked me up in the Hummer. You got like a gun right here. It's pretty cool looking gun. All this shit's like, looks like a Call of Duty arsenal. We'll get to that later. But, so we're in the Hummer. We're just driving, just talking about, it was going good. He like wanted to take me to his photo shoot in Los Angeles on that Wednesday because I flew there.
Y'all, I don't have this guy's back in any way. There is no way. He just flew out there to do floor work, and he's gonna go to a photo shoot with Jeffree Star, and come on. I just think, you guys, he definitely has ulterior motive. There's no way he was just going out there to get a quota. And by the way, all this time that he's spending with Jeffree Star is taking away from his work. You know what I mean? So if he was all about his work and really trying to manifest his destiny with all this money that he can make off of a celebrity, why don't you just get the work done, get your money, and then move on to the next celebrity and get a bigger bag? I just don't understand. Like, he's just making himself look terrible.
My first impression of him, I was like, he looks like he was smaller than I thought he was. And he looks like an albino salamander or something, dude. It's weird.
Okay, one thing I learned from this video is that Jeffree Star does use his own facial products, because you do see that his skincare is all over his bathroom sink. But you guys, I don't think Jeffree Star would be flaky. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, every video that I do watch him in anything, whether it's like a tea channel or like something that he's doing, you guys, I don't know, his skin always looks pretty good. I wouldn't see him as being flaky. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a fan or like trying to take anybody's side of the situation. Let's just continue with this messy, I don't even know what kind of video this is.
Get my intentions across. My intentions were, this dude's hitting me up, I sell floors, it's gonna be good.
Again, we did establish that Tanner did reach out to Jeffree Star first, so let's keep going.
For my company. Who else wouldn't do it, you know? My main goal was to get there, get the freaking job bid, and then make it happen, get the wheels turned.
Again, that is not at all what he came out there to do, you guys, because he wanted to go to LA with Jeffree, and he was having an extended stay with Jeffree Star, and he's not just out there to get some work done, okay? Let's just be honest.
And I was just gonna, the first picture I ever posted was gonna be me doing the store, you know? We were really talking about it. And you can say no, but why would I lie? I'll be honest with you, I was playing that shit, like, but I was doing it for my own safety too, you know, like, you gotta play that shit safe from a distance. And basically my intentions were to do the floor, and if he wanted to do what I thought he wanted to do, I was just gonna fucking be like, well, I'm not doing it for free.
Sheesh, you just snitched on yourself while trying to defend yourself. The contradiction. In case y'all can't see what I've been getting at for the past 12 minutes of this entire video, this guy is just as wrong for this, you guys. A lot of people pointing fingers at Jeffree Star, saying that, you know, he really coaxed this, and I was one of those people too who kind of pointed a finger, because Jeffree does have a past to fly people out to his home and do these little shenanigans. But come on, this guy was in on the shenanigans and knew what he was doing, and I guess he's using this time to really shout out his company, though it's crazy. He never really said his company name, so I don't think he's the owner of it. I don't know, this is all speculation. But if he was doing this to help his company and hype up his company and floor work, you'd think he would have said, hey, this is my company and we do great work and I wanted to do it for Jeffree Star and da-da-da. But instead, it's just this whole spill of nothingness.
I would need at least a Hellcat. Get my six, like, hell no. Not even for like 10,000. We'll get to that later.
I think he's having a hard time accepting that he accepted to fly out to do a dirty job, essentially, for Jeffree Star for $10,000. I don't know, that just seems like such a specific amount to like throw out there, and I don't know.
The moment it came to it, that's what I never had my intentions of flying there, put my thing in the butthole. Y'all fucking playing with me, dude. I don't even like the smell of my own asshole. Y'all talking about 15 seconds of fame. I don't give a crap, dude. Like, I'd rather have a 15-second nut than a 15 seconds of fame.
Well, you heard it here first, I guess. I don't know what his intention with this video was, but it just made him look worse in this situation, you guys. Now there's going to be a lot more speculation going around, but hey, his claim was he doesn't want us to be using his face for clickbait or clout at this point. So let's give it up for Tanner for adding more speculation to these little allegations. I do think Jeffree Star is in the wrong for flying men out to his home and doing this, you guys. But hey, as long as it's not harming anybody, if you want to be a freak, go ahead and do it. I do think it's wrong, though. Yeah, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? So I do think that he should stop doing that. And at the same time, you guys, this was like bound to happen. Somebody was bound to speak out about him. And I guess this guy realized that he can get 15 seconds of fame from Jeffree Star instead of just accepting the hush money. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. This was such a messy situation, and it got even messier now that Epoxy floor guy himself is speaking out about the situation. Jeffree Star has still not addressed the situation full on, but he did make a little bit of a joke about needing a walker and some other things on a live that I do think is related to the situation. But I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think below about this whole mess.